Okay, best of 2024. Okay, let's run down this shit. Best game of 2024 was my beloved Balatro. Best DLC or expansion wasn't the Elden Ring expansion, but it was the incredible Yeek.5. Yes, it's actually that good. I'm also not going to spoil what the expansion actually is, because it's not that many people have been spoiled on it. You should just play the game. Worst game was the Suicide Squad game because it fucked up my computer when I tried to run it.
Whoa.
Best album was MJ Lenderman's Manding Fireworks. Incredible album from a guy from Asheville. Joker Lips is the most me song I've ever heard in my life. North Carolina has a new Ryan Adams, and hopefully he isn't a rapist this time. Worst album was Brat because literally fuck all of you. You people drove this pretty good pop album into the fucking dirt. I hate you. I hate all of you. I hate pop culture.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're saying. It just sounds like you're repeating the word brat. Brat.
Brat.
Brat.
Brat.
Brat.
Brat.
Brat.
Brat.
Brat.
Best ongoing comic this year was Ultimate Spider-Man, which still blows all the other Ultimate books out of the water currently. Absolute Batman and Wonder Woman have also been great, but there's only been 3 issues for those ongoings, but I mean, they're pretty good. Worst ongoing was Chip Zdarsky's Batman, which we'll get back to in a second. Best comic book this year was the great Get Fury from Garth Ennis, a Breaking Bad Season 5 El Camino flashback look with where we get the sliver of time where Nick Fury got captured and Frank had to get him out. It's certainly not the best work Ennis has done with both these characters, but it's still really, really good. I always love seeing Ennis work with his really shitty Nick Fury, and it's great. It's a great time. Though Fury, My War Gone By is kind of like necessary reading, though. The worst comic book from this year was Joker Year 1. An embarrassing work from DC and Chip Zdarsky, filled with AI art, terrible prequel elements, and some of the worst retcons I've ever read in a DC book. Where the 3 Jokers book didn't happen and the 3 Jokers referenced in Justice League were just 3 Zurin R's inside of the Joker created by a guy who trained Bruce Wayne. And the Joker's whole existence throughout his entire career has just been basically to have Batman activate his Zurin R. It's all really ridiculous and terrible. Chip Zdarsky really lost all the goodwill he had for me with this past run, and thankfully he's leaving it soon in favor of Hush 2, oh boy. But yeah, hopefully the next Batman ongoing is not fucking terrible. The only TV shows I watched from this year were The Penguin and The Smiling Friends Season 2, which were both good, but incredibly overrated for both of them, including Smiling Friends. Like, every time there's a gunfight in The Penguin, it's the worst show I've ever seen, and Smiling Friends 2 felt like a rushed mess with some of the episodes. The Alan Solo episode, though, was perfect. It was a perfect episode. Best episode of television from this year. Oh yeah, I also watched The Fallout show, which the less said about that show, the better. Most underrated movie of 2024 was Joker 2. It has already been 3 months and I'm seeing more people turn around on this movie. It was the best movie-going experience I had this year, and the film was incredible. It's a gorgeously shot dark comedy that does capture something very true about fame and people creating characters for themselves, and it shows how people can get lost in those characters. Also, it was the better of the 2 villain prequel musicals from this year, I'll say that. But it wasn't like my Reddit memes, so it was a bad movie. Best film was either Look Back, which was fantastic, but not a feature-length movie, and Furiosa. There we go, that's the best movie this year. I do think Furiosa's visuals hold it back. There are some incredible shots, and I understand what Miller was going for with the visual style, but there are some shots that just look bad, which sucks because the rest of the film is legitimately a masterpiece. The script's amazing. It's an incredible prequel to Fury Road. It feels like an ending thematically to the Mad Max saga. Chris Hemsworth gives the performance of his life in this, and it's incredible. It's just so, I've seen it twice, and each time it just blows right past. It's an incredible watch. Worst movies are funny because I rarely give a movie the bold 1 out of 10, but 4 movies earned it this year, which was wild. Those films were Megamind 2, The American Society of Magical African Americans, and The Antisocial Network, and Dear Santa, the great Dear Santa. Other dishonorable mentions are for some abysmal films were the Sandy Cheeks movie, Madam Web, Y2K, Harold and the Purple Crayon, Drive Away Dolls was particularly bad, and of course the Jennifer Lopez Vandy project, This Is Me Now, which is borderline unwatchable. And Man of the Year goes to The Rizzler, of course. He's everybody's Man of the Year. Anyway, Happy New Year, guys. It's been a fun ride for this awful year, 2024. 2025, Trump's going to be president again. Chip Zdarsky's leaving Batman. Death Stranding 2 is coming out. The Superman movie looks dope. I'm thinking 2025 might be the year we return. Never be game over, my friends.